All right, welcome back. And you know, we always look for good stories here at HTV, and we have one for you because Mrs. Pearl Carvin Nixon, better known as Mama Sadie, well, today, September 15th, is her 100th birthday. So we certainly have to wish Miss Sadie, Mama Sadie, a happy birthday. She's been a member of the Residence Baptist Church since 1945, and she recounts memories that I'm going to let you listen to in a little bit. She was pronounced dead one time. Luckily, they didn't go too far with it because she was 5 years old. 95 years later, she's still living. But you'll hear that she says that Hurricane Ida, now this is from a 100-year young woman, says Hurricane Ida was the worst storm she ever went through.
Pearl Carvin Nixon. I'm better known by Mama Sadie. I can remember when I was 5 years old, living in Ashland Plantation. I got ran over one Saturday night. I was pronounced dead. My grandparents went to Homer and got the undertaker, which was Bob Chapman, to come prepare my body for burial. But when Bob Chapman came to my grandparents' home and checked my body, he said, "No way will I prepare this child for burial until you get the colonel to come and give you a death certificate." And I can always remember waking up, this is on a Saturday night, Sunday morning, and the first words came from my mouth was, "Mama, Mama, Mama." And the Lord has been very, very good to me. I can't thank him enough for all the many blessings that he has bestowed upon me from that time until this time. I've never seen anything like this one before, never in my lifetime. And it hurts my heart, but I do know God's will must be done. I know it. Well, do I know God's will must be done. What is the secret? That's easy. Getting to know God and go to him and ask God for forgiveness of your sins and become a Christian and live a Christian life as God intended for us to. And love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. And do what is pleasing in the sight of God. I want to thank you for coming, and I will give thanks to my family who's been taking care of me so good. And I pray God that he will continue to bless us all, not just me. Oh, bless all mankind. Be blessed. Yes, he'll bless you. He's good. God is a good God. He's a blessing God. Keep him in your prayer. Keep me in your prayers. Thank you.
Incredible. That was a really good piece. I want to thank Dwayne Dupre and Jen Holohan for going out there and capturing that. And we're trying to work in the special moments with some of the devastation that we talk about. But is that inspirational? You know, she talks about God a lot. I could tell she relies on God quite a bit. But to hear a person who's lived 100 years say that Hurricane Ida was the worst storm ever, that's quite telling. because she was certainly old enough in the Betsy days and the Hilda days to talk about those storms and some of the storms of the past. So I think it's quite telling when somebody of that magnitude with full mind and body tells you Hurricane Ida was the worst. Take it to the bank. Because for me, who's been covering storms since '85, to say it is one thing. But for someone who's been around longer than me, 40 years longer, to say it, that goes the full way. So, but she had her day in the sun. I'm sure she's had many days in the sun, but we got our cameras out there. Mrs. Pearl Carvin Nixon, once again better known as Mama Sadie, and September 15, 2021 is her 100th birthday. Once again, we want to thank her and thank the Residence Baptist Church, 1945. They've been here since 1945. Well, she's been a member since 1945. And that story about her being pronounced dead at 5 years old. Just think if they would have went with that, we wouldn't have had Miss Mama Sadie for the 95 years after that. So count your blessings every day, and we thank her for allowing us into her home and for getting all of that inspirational message. And it's always good to see when somebody turns 100, especially in the shape that Miss Nixon was in. Happy birthday, Miss Nixon. We'll be back.